Today, another signing for the New York Rangers. That guy, former first overall pick in 2020, Alexis Lafreniere, signing a 2-year contract extension, AAV of $2.325 million. Lafreniere coming off a career-high 39 points last year, played in 81 regular season games. You take a look at those numbers, most even-strength goals since 2020-2021. Look at him right up there, 44 for the former first overall pick. Bruce, when you look at his trajectory, look, number one overall picks, we've had a few of them the last couple of years. Connor McDavid, Austin Matthews, and these guys come in and they just set the bar so high. It doesn't always play out that way. Is he progressing in the right direction for you?
Well, I think he is. I mean, he's come in and he hasn't been on a last place club. Usually the first overall guy is on a last place team. He's playing all the minutes, all the ice time. He came into a really established team and sort of started growing with it. Reminds me a little bit, now I'm not calling him this, but I mean, reminds me, Guy Lafleur, when he first came in as a first overall pick, it took him 3 years and then he took off. And because he came into the Montreal Canadiens. And this is the same sort of scenario. I mean, he's not the same player as Guy Lafleur used to be, but I mean, he's had to play the fourth line, the third line, get the odd power play here and there. But I mean, I think his trajectory at his age, he's going to be a really good player. And sometimes it takes 3 or 4 years to get going.
No, it's tough. It's tough for the ego, and we saw that right there. And maybe we could put that back up again because, and I'm not saying Laf has an ego. I'll speak from experience. I was a top 10 pick in the '98 draft. Okay, when I got offered a deal from the New York Islanders, my agent told me I would be the lowest signing bonus in NHL history for a top 10 pick. And that messes with your psyche. Like, what does that mean? I shouldn't do it? Like, I just want an opportunity. I want this and that. And so I think it's very important for Alexis Lafreniere and anybody in his close inner circle, don't worry about any of this, like that you see right there. You've got, the second contract for some of these other guys has been more because, like you said, they've got more opportunity. Like, a lot of times you're talking about bad teams you're coming in on, and you're getting all the reps, all the touches. I mean, Connor Bedard's going to go into Chicago this year. He's going to play a boatload of minutes. He's going to get points. I don't know how many points he'll get, but even if he plays bad, guess what? He's going to still get thrown over the boards in those same positions because they've got to develop him. That wasn't the case here. He came to a team that they were 2 games away from the Stanley Cup Finals. Like, you had to, as a coach, your job's to win. Yeah. And yes, you need to develop too, but it's a tough. So I don't envy, I like his development. He's learned some parts of his game, him and Kakko as well, where have learned these parts of their game that I don't find that first and second overall picks sometimes ever learn in their career. Oh, right. They're holding on the pucks. They're learning certain nuances of the game. But now it's about opportunity. And I think that's why this 2-year deal is a good thing for Lafreniere, because you will have the opportunity now under Peter Laviolette to get some minutes, get put in certain situations that you haven't been exposed to.
He had to learn the 200-foot game the day he got here at 18. Connor Bedard is going to go some nights this year -3, -4, -4, and it ain't going to matter. With the New York Rangers in the division they were playing in, and for what they were fighting for all the time, every game was a must-win, or, you had to play your best. So he had to learn a little bit more differently than any of these other guys that we had on the list there. We're all starting on last-place teams, and it's been different, but I think he's learning. I think he's got great skill. I think when he does get the chance to be an everyday top 6 player, he's going to be really good.
And some other comps. You had Nico Hischier across the river. First year or two, he wasn't putting up numbers, and then he developed, and he's a stud now, right? You can go out west in Edmonton, and Ryan Nugent-Hopkins. Like, for a long time, people were like, this guy's a bust. He had 100 points this year.
Yep.
Or close to it.
Takes some time.
You know what I mean?
101, yep.
101. Was he 101?
Because I think I'm comparing in my mind our top 10 number ones. And I picked Nugent-Hopkins, and at one point you picked Hischier, so I just was thinking
Bruce, looking ahead. See? That is in the show.